Well, thanks a lot, guys. Brees joins us here in the Superdome. 5 straight wins, and boy, these have been kind of different wins, every one, huh?
Yeah, each one. Listen, you can just find a way to win. That's what's most important. I think it does come down to some key factors, though. I think playing complementary football, first and foremost. So, that's being really smart. That's taking care of the football. That's being able to run the ball effectively and being balanced. That's defense. Being stingy. Maybe bend don't break at times. Hey, maybe they drive the field, but then you hold them to a field goal. Maybe offensively we get stopped, but then Thomas Morstead punts them down inside the 10-yard line, and that's just smart winning football there. That's a good formula that just puts the odds more and more in your favor. Now, none of these games have been perfect for us. We've made our fair share of mistakes. We've just been able to overcome them by doing other things well. Today I felt like this game ended up being closer than it needed to because 2 fourth-quarter turnovers that otherwise give us points and then widen the gap, and then maybe it's a different ball game there towards the end. But I think the positive of that is it put us in a position where defensively they had to go out there and make 2 big stops, and they did that, and that was phenomenal and really played great throughout the entire game. Knew the type of game it was going to be, playing against that team with those 2 running backs. Howard and Cohen, and the way that they ran, and Mitch Trubisky made some nice throws. But all in all, our guys kept it in front of them and did a great job and limited them to kind of the minimum. And offensively, I guess we just did enough.
You knew how good this defense was. They hadn't allowed a touchdown in over 9 quarters. How important was that opening drive to get in the end zone right away?
Yeah, that was big. It was big. Listen, that's a good defense. It's a salty defense, both in the run game and the pass game. I felt like we ran the ball effectively against them. I felt like we were able to make some big plays in the passing game. Again, I just felt like we left a lot out there. We had those opportunities where, a drive has brought us into the red zone, and, man, now it's our time to capitalize and get points. And so certainly I think we're better than what we put out there today offensively, but we did enough.
You won 5 in a row back in 2013. Number 5 was against the Bears back in 2013, just like this one. But back then, you talked about the balance. It was a different team. I mean, this is the first time since '09 where you didn't throw a touchdown pass and you guys win a game. As a quarterback who takes pride in passing the football, when you win despite all that anyway, that has to make you feel good, though.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's just about getting in the end zone, So sometimes there's long runs that have got us down there, and then I get to throw a little cheap touchdown pass, and other times you throw a long pass down there, and then we run it in. But regardless, it's the bottom line is: are we scoring more points than the other team, and are we taking care of the ball and putting our defense in favorable positions and playing complementary football? And if we can say that, then we're going to win a lot of games.
You talk about the defense, the way they're playing right now. How does that help your side of the ball and the way you operate in these games?
Yeah, I think it just. We know that, I'm not going to use the word conservative, but we know that we can just be, smart, efficient. We can bide our time. We don't have to maybe be as aggressive. We can, listen, we're going to run, we're going to call a shot play, we're going to spread them out. We're still doing all the same stuff we normally do with our offense. We hit people with a ton of different personnel groups and a ton of different formations, and we're running the ball out of heavy personnel, nickel personnel, inside, outside. We're taking shots. We're spitting the ball out on screens. I mean, we're doing a lot of things that still make a defense have to, really defend. And obviously the objective is to score points, but also there's a little bit of a let's control the game. Let's control the game. Let's control the clock. Let's wear them down. Let's get points, and let's play complementary football.
But with that said, you still like throwing touchdown passes. You feel like, there's still a lot of opportunities, and despite winning 5 games in a row, it has to excite you that you guys haven't played your best football in terms of the passing game too.
Yeah. I think we can get better in a lot of ways. I think we can be so much better in the passing game, and that starts with me. And I think we can. There's a ton of other areas that I could sit here and look at and point to and say, if we can pull all this stuff together, man, then we'll really be somebody to contend with. Listen, we're excited that we've won 5 in a row, but we're not content, and we're not satisfied with where we're at, because you are always striving for, what's that best game look like? And I don't even think we've come close to it yet.
Final question. It's the most serious question. It's our annual question. 4 kids in the house. How's Halloween going to be this Tuesday, huh? Costumes more interesting this time around?
I think Britt took them to Target, and they all got their costumes like a week or 2 ago, but I don't know if they've changed their minds or what, but they do all have costumes, and I've been informed that I'm going to be Dr. Gru from the Minions, you know?
Oh, wow, nice.
Yeah, I think Britt's going to be a Minion, and I'm Dr. Gru, and then all the other kids are just crazy stuff. I think Rylan is going to be a princess of some kind, or Belle from Beauty and the Beast. But, again, that changes every day.
I saw on the Jumbotron Ace Ventura. That's still your go-to. That's still your all-time favorite, right?
Yeah, that was one of Jim Carrey's first movies. That was like one of my favorites when that first came out, 1997, maybe something like that, maybe earlier. But yeah, I went as Ace Ventura. Kind of had the big whip hair. Actually, they grew my hair out for that costume. I had the walk down. You know, it was pretty good.
It's been a long afternoon. I won't ask for any impersonations, but I appreciate it. Nice game.
Yeah, thanks.
Drew Brees here. Through his 6,000th career completion, guys, the fastest quarterback ever to that mark in NFL history. Saints win 5 in a row. That's a story here from the Dome. Back to you guys in the studio.